G'day guys, welcome back to the video. Here we are, we're back in Sengoku Dynasty. What are we up to now? So we're up to day 2 of autumn. It's the morning, it's a light rain. So I'm starting to get my bearings on what's happening in the game. So it's been a bit of trial and error. So you build something that you don't really need, and then you find out that you need something else. And quite interestingly, you actually have to build the furniture inside of these things to get these buildings actually working. So we can craft here, so we can make different things at the wood area here, but there's also a crafting table where we can make our tools and buckets. This is kind of what we need. So I'll tell you why we need buckets. So I'm going to make 7 of them. So you actually have to put the crafting stations into each building as well. They don't automatically come with it. So I just crafted up some buckets. There's a reason why I need buckets, because I need water. And our villagers need water as well. So this is our food storage. So if we come over to our storage area here, alright, so I'm putting all the food in here. They don't actually have any water at the moment, so I need to get the water from the well. Now in regards of my villagers, I don't know where they are. Alright, this is our main storage. They've got tools to work. They've been assigned a house, they've been assigned a place to work, but I haven't seen them for 2 days. So I'm not really too sure. So initially I only had 2 houses, and I put Sayuri into my house. She never came over. I built a house for Akko. I think that's my house. This is Arko's house. She disappeared for 3 days, and then all of a sudden she arrived in my village, and one morning she was asleep, but she's disappeared again. So I have no idea where my workers are. And so I built a house for Sayuri here, and I haven't seen her since I recruited her. But what I have done is I've worked out the wood situation. So you need to build this, the wood storage. So I've got Arko collecting wood at the moment, but it's an interesting system. You don't get anything she's collected until the end of the season. So we're in autumn at the moment, so I've still got 3 more days before I get anything out of her. And if we go into our dynasty, if we go to jobs, and we go to Arko, she can only produce 7 at a time. So she's got tools. Alright, so every season we have to keep updating their work supply. So at the end of this season I should get 14 logs, 5 bamboo, or 21 logs. Which is an interesting thing. Alright, so I've got Sayuri making buckets. So 4 buckets, a wooden hammer, and a stone adze, because she doesn't have any stone, so she's not going to make that. Alright, and then they should put them in that building up there, which is the storage area up there. All wood products come into the wood area. So we've got bark, firewood, charcoal, bamboo, sticks, and straw. But that's all that I've made. Now there's also different types of wood in this game. So there's deciduous and annuals and all this sort of stuff. Now this is the water storage, so they've drank all that. So I made some buckets, so we'll come over to our well, we'll drop the buckets and we'll fill up so we should have 7 of these, I think. So how many buckets did I make? So we've got 40 water. So we got 50. Alright. So the problem is that you don't get your buckets back. And, oh, I've got to retrieve them. So F. Alright, so now I've got 50. So my buckets have turned into water, so everybody has water. And I also worked out that water can add to your health. So if we look at our dynasty, we look at our population, they're not very happy. But next season now, she's going to be at 100%. She's going to be at 100%. They've got everything they need. They've got food up here. They've got water now. So they should be happy, but I'm not happy because I don't even know where the hell they are. So basically what I've been doing is building these things. So there's a lot of time and effort going into this. Now I wanted to move everything. So if we bring out a hammer, alright, I can press E and move it to where I want. So I can move that over. Why can't I place it? Alright, so I'm not really too sure what's going on because I saw a couple of videos where people moved everything over to the Sengoku village over there where it's nice and flat. Because here it's pretty hard to find flat land. So that's why my village is a bit all over the place at the moment. But anyway, we'll work through it and hopefully we might push up the hill here and start expanding. But I still, like I said, I can't find any of my workers, so I'm not really too sure what's going to happen this season. I haven't seen them. Now the devs did do a patch which dropped yesterday or last night. I think it was last night. So what is today? Monday. So I think Sunday afternoon they dropped one where that you could put now everything has to come into this area, into the main storage area. So previously they couldn't get any of their tools because there was nowhere to pick them up. But ever since they've done that patch, my workers have left me. So, what am I going to do today? So we've got our quest line which is still going, which is to rebuild this bridge. So what you need to do, you come over to this sign and you've got to build a special building called, let's get our hammer out, village structures. No. Decorations, demolish, basic buildings, service buildings, storage buildings, service buildings, tavern, no. Hunters, well actually we might build a hunter's lodge. We've also got a forager's hut that we can build. But where's this special one? Alright, so, but you need a storage for everything. So you need storage for food, you need a storage for wood, you need a storage for water. Then you got a general storage. This is just for ice. This is for our weapons, so when we start getting into making samurai swords. So I'm not, I think this one is for us, so we can just drop off stuff all the time. But I still haven't found housing. No. There's so many buildings and there's so many options. Tavern. No, I've done that one. So what am I missing here? Furniture? Decorations? No. Furniture. Production buildings. Furniture. So furniture for all of the... So where the hell is this? Basic. Alright. Village structures. Gates, fences. Trade villages. Beggars' huts. A beggar's hut. Mobile housing for hermits has a chance of hosting a wandering beggar each season. Alright, so that's interesting. We might be able to get someone there. I haven't even started on farming. Drying rack, hay stacks, fishing racks. So if we go into fishing, we're going to need that. Where is this thing? Village structures, shed, small architecture, lighting, gates, fences, spiritual, wells, farming, training post, bell tower, guard tower. So maybe it's got to be in production. Buildings. What is this? Village structures. So where's our buildings? Production. Foragers, woodcutters, mining posts, hunters, fishermen, smithy, tailor workshop, basic brewing, paper making. So we don't want that one. Storages. That's all storage. We don't want that one. Service. You would think it'd be in services, wouldn't you? Housing, buildings. Buildings? Where is this? Alright, I'll come back once I find this thing, and then we'll have a look at this building, and we might build this, and we'll start work on this, fixing up this bridge. Now you can probably hear there's a crow. Alright, anytime you hear a crow, that means that there's a nest somewhere. So now we've got an owl as well. So I went for a little walk up under the hill here just before to collect some stuff, and I found about 7 nests. So that gives you plenty of eggs that you can cook up and collect. But anyway, let's find this building and then we'll come back. Alrighty, so I found it, and I was just standing over there next to the bridge, and I looked up, and up on the hill up here I found Akko. So she's, I don't know what she's doing. Can I talk to her? How are you doing? Alright, so she's actually working. Alright, so they just don't have the pathing done like they do in medieval Dynasty. So that gives me a bit of hope that Sayuri is actually doing something. But I've got her on production of buckets, and she can't do anything until there's logs in the wood storage, and I don't have any because I'm actually don't want to cut down any trees. So she's got planks, so there's some things that she can be making. So it's going to be interesting whether she will start producing at the end of this season. Now you can move seasons. If you go to your bell, you can press that when you've got one more day. But we're only on day 2, so it's not going to happen till day 4. So I skipped the last day of spring just so that I can advance in the game a little bit. But I did find this building. So if we get our hammer out and we open up, it's actually in basic structures, which I'm not really too sure why. So this is what I mean by finding flat ground. Alright, so is this going to be a temporary thing, or I'm not too sure. So we need bamboo, stone. So we can stick the stone in. We need 6 logs, 10 planks, 10 bamboo. Alright, so I've got the bamboo, I've got the planks, so I just got to get 6 logs. But I'm really starting to cut down all these trees. Alright, so I'll go get the materials and then we'll come back and we'll build this thing and see what happens. Alright, so I think I've got everything. Let's chuck everything in here. Also had something to eat. Oh, I forgot the 10 planks. So food is super important for your stamina, otherwise it gets really slow really quick. Alright, so that regeneration is going up really quick when you've got lots of food. If you don't have any food, your regen is horrendous. So what have we got here? We've got, I need 10. So what you can do, if you go into your inventory, you just chuck out a log, and then you grab your adze, and then you can get your planks that way. But if you've got 4 or 5, chuck them all on the ground. They stuck on top of each other, and 2 moves with your adze, you get 20 odd planks. So we've got exactly enough to finish this. So we'll finish off this. Alright. So special projects. To complete a special project, first deliver all the necessary resources to the special project construction workshop. Next, the special project will appear on your job list. Assign all needed workers. Remember, you can always assign yourself as long as you have a bed and wait a few seasons. Larger projects take multiple seasons to complete. Make sure you don't neglect your villagers' needs in the meantime. So I haven't given myself a job. So I wonder if I can give myself a job. Me. Assign job. What's my workplace? See, it says I'm homeless and unemployed. But here there's a symbol there saying that I do have a job. What does, that's 4 of 9. Village. Player village. 2 workers, 0 unemployed. Alright, so this is what the patch was about. Alright, so there's someone else. Is this Sayuri? Has she finally got into a house? Or is this Arko? No, that's Arko. So I still don't know where Sayuri is. It's knockoff time. So when the game first came out, you could assign yourself a job, which didn't make sense, and I think they're trying to patch this out. So it says that I'm homeless, but I have my own house. Well, at least I think I do. Village. Alright, so population. So why don't I have a house? Alright, okay. So I had an empty bed for some reason. So now can I assign a job? Alright, I can. So I can assign myself as a forager. What do I need? Buckets. Alright, okay. So I can give myself a job. That doesn't make sense. Why would I give myself a job? So how do I change job? Change job to a cook. I've got no gobo because I need people picking it up. What else can I cook? Cooked egg. Well, we've got eggs in storage. Alright, so I've got 25 eggs in storage. So over the next 3 days, I'm going to be doing that. What, in my free time or something? Alright, so let's have a look at our needs. So over here we've got 328. That's available. So that's what's in our storage, and our drink is 400. Production is 200. So who's making, no one's making food, so I don't know why we're getting 200. But anyway, we're minusing 150 per season, so we're plus 50. I don't know who's making food. Oh, me. I just assigned that I'm making the eggs. So we're minus 150. I'm making 50 more than what we need. I'm not making any water at the moment, therefore we're minus 100. So there's no production, and they're using 100 for the village. So to keep progressing, I think I need to build another house and maybe go recruit someone else. But how do we recruit people? Alright, so here's Akko again, but I still haven't seen this other chick. Let's talk to this chick and see if she can do anything. You should talk to Mother, she always needs more herbs. Alright, okay, so let's change. I don't really want to build this bridge yet. I think that's a bit later in the game, so let's go to our quests. Road to renewal. Side quests. Main quests. Side quests. So why main quests? That goes away. Side quests. We don't have any side quests. Alright. So basically we have to do this one. But I think I know where Marta is. Marta's in that village over there. So I don't know which building is mine. Alright, so we can sleep now. So at least they've done that. So they've nerfed that because you weren't able to sleep before. So now we've gone through a day. Alright, let's see. Yes, alright, so here. So Yuri's in her house now. So let's turn on a torch. Alright, so here's Akko. So she's sleeping now. And Sayuri's arrived. Okay, so now she has her own house. Alright, so the world is good again. So when they wake up, they should start producing. But like I said, you don't get anything until the end of the season. So can we go, you can proceed to the next season. So let's do that and see what they do. So let's change the season. And now we'll check our storages. So we should have some hammers. Alright, so now we're in winter now. Alright, so I like that. So we've got snow on the ground. She's asleep. She's asleep. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 logs. So Akko did her job. She got 20 logs that season. So up here should be some hammers. So Sayuri, we got 1 hammer and 4 buckets. Alright, now Sayuri has got the equipment for her. So now she's got what she needs to make buckets all the time. But she needs planks. So what have I got her doing? Jobs. Sayuri. So every season you have to ask them to do everything again. But there's no planks. So can I change that to planks? Because we've got 20 in there. No, she can't do that. So what's Akko's on the woodcutter? So we've got her on bamboo. So we need to change one of these to so this is woodworker at so what's she's a woodworker at the woodcutter's house. She's a woodworker at the woodworking table, but she can't make planks. So how do we make planks? So she's crafting, but Akko can't make planks. Or maybe I have to take that away first. So she can only, so how do we make, we have to build another one of these just so that we can get planks coming in. Or do I, oh, well I don't want to be doing any of this, I want to automate it. Alright, so, but because the game is set up for each month, or each season, you don't really have to do anything until the last minute before you change seasons, and then it'll just automatically do it all. Anyway, so we've got 20 logs, and we got some bamboo that time. So we're going to have to start like being one season in front. So the season in front, because I haven't got stone or anything like that, so I've got Sayuri who is there, which is great. I've got her making tools, but there's no stone. So how do we get someone to build a stone collection? Is that foraging? Wonder what this thing does. Plank, iron ore. Jesus Christ, we're nowhere near mining. Alright, so we need a buildings, servers, production buildings. So the next one's gonna be a foragers. But that's only herbs, mushrooms and flowers. So basically, yeah, stone. So we need a mining post. Can we even build that now? It looks like a decent building though. Does this have to be somewhere in particular? Plants or deposits of... Oh! I just saw it go green then. There. So we can build this anywhere. Alright, what do we need for this sucker? 14 logs. But I still don't have any workers. Alright, so I'll come back, I'll build that, and then we'll work on adding to the workforce and see what happens. So, we'll see you soon. Okay, so I've just been collecting wood and planks, and I'm up on the hillside here above my village, and I've just come across what I don't know what is, so I might just save here. And there's a dude up in a watchtower up here, so let's go up and see whether he starts shooting at me. So the only reason why I was over here because I saw a deer and I put a spear into him. Now I did find a new hat, so let's put our new hat on. So maybe he'll think that we're one of him. So I don't know what kind of hat this is. But he doesn't seem threatening. And well, he's a bandit. What's the name of this village? The village is in Jiro, after a great man, you know. Okay, so we've heard about this dude before. So they're bandits, but they're not. Well, we'll take all that. Thank you very much. That saves me from... Can I kill him? Right, so the bandits aren't threatening for some reason. So this is a bandit camp, but we have to get their approval for something. Alright, there's my dude. So I better not do that, otherwise I'll hit one of them by mistake. And did he just disappear into a hole? So maybe there he is. Get out of there, dude. So you throw your spears and they disappear. So now I can't make any more. Can I make more? What do I need? Stones. I don't have a pickaxe. I don't have any stones. Where can I get some stones, dudes? So this is right down here on the beach. Any stones I can use? So that deer is stuck down here. What do I need stones for it? Alright, let's make 3 of them. I should have just stabbed him, that's what I should have done with it. Right, so we don't need to make a pickaxe anymore, so we'll put our spear in here. And let's hope that that deer can't get out. He should be here, the deer. There seems to be lots of hares and deers and... Alright, so these guys look friendly. They're supposed to be bandits. Bandit deputy leader. Boat repair woman. Oh, that's interesting. What she repairs thing. Now this girl might be a recruitable. Cook. What kind of work do you do here? Alright, so maybe I can get her at some point. Can I just loot straight out of there? Alright, let's see what happens. We saved it. So now we've got garlic, so we can farm. They don't seem too worried about me being in their base, taking everything. So this is where the boat woman said, hey, there's my dude over there. Let's see if we can hit him from over here. There. That's 2 spears in him now. Why am I stuck on here? He should be bleeding out, surely. Don't call me Shirley. Alright, so we got him with 3 spears. Skinning requires an equipped knife. Oh, I've got a knife. So, yeah, number 8. Alright, okay. So we just made another one. Well, can I pick that up? Yeah, let's pick that up before we kill him. Did I already kill him? 18 meat. So he's already dead. What do we got here that we can loot? I think. Alright, so that wasn't a bad little find. Can we get anything here? What's that? It looks like leather or something. We can't pick that up. Here's a fishing drying thing that we're going to make in our own village. There's a hammer that we can't pick up. Why can't we pick up any of this stuff? Now, they've got a cage up here. What's the cage for? What's inside? Is this like a jail? Any more loot? Here's a mine. Ah, okay. So they're sleeping in here. Why can't we loot any of this stuff? No loot in here. But I wonder if this... okay. No. Alright, that looks like a nice place to live though. Looks nice and protected. Alright, here's a bandit. So the bandits are on our side, so we might be able to use them, recruit them somehow. Anyway, I'll go back to getting some wood. So that was quite a good exhibition. What's the word? Expedition. Now I did find a hat in here, but I don't really want a hat. So there's another hat there, but maybe we can give it to the other villagers at some point. Anyway, I think we'll call it there. So I'm currently working on the mining. I still have to work out how to get other villages, but it is starting to come together. So once it seems to be, the progression is based on the quest. And once you do the quest, then everything seems to start working. And if nothing is working for you at the moment, just wait until the next season. And if you're at your last day and you really don't have much to do, oh, well, okay, so here we go. We'll take all that. But I've got no space left. Alright, no, I can. I can put that in there. And if I put that in there, you can't take items from this container. Why can't I take items from this container? Alright, let's drop something and... Alright, so now we've got a spot. Alright, so now we've got that. Now I can go into my thing, and what are these? A simple foot does not offer much... well, I don't even want it. I'm better off with the other things. So why can't I take this? So why won't they join together? I've got 2 fur. I've got 3 fur. Why can't they stack? Well, there we go. Alright, so now I want to pick up my planks. Anyway, there we go. So we'll finish off the episode here, and then next episode we'll get in to finish off that mining and work out whether we can get extra workers. So I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Sayonara.